But I want to discuss something because we're already talking about EA College Football 26. What is up, everybody? It is Jake back with the MF Film Room. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to be up to date on all things EA College Football, hit that red subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And if you like college football content, go subscribe to my other channel, Master Football with Jake Posey. Link is in the description. But enough about all that EA College Football content. Let's go. All right, guys. I listen. I know you've been waiting with bated breath on me to make another video. It's been some time. Trust me. I think Bronco Blameyer, my boy, he said that we're on Vanderbilt status with that unbuilt stadium, the unfinished stadium. So we're currently in the process of moving things around. So just stick with me here on the aesthetic beauty of the whole, office, the whole, studio, whatever that situation is. So for right now, what we want to do is we want to discuss something that came out because we've been talking about EA College Football 25. And if you haven't been playing it, first of all, why are you here? That's what this channel is dedicated to. And second of all, the game is absolutely awesome. No offense to those bad people out there. A little bit of offense before, but no offense overall to them in the game that they love. But EA College Football 25 is awesome in a lot of different ways. Not perfect. We'll go over some of those things in some videos later on. But I want to discuss something because we're already talking about EA College Football 26. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, what the heck? We're already talking about 26. There are some features they're already kind of planning on. We knew this game came out. They were still kind of ironing some things out. They did a really good job in a lot of different ways. The gameplay and some of the atmosphere of the games. There's some things, some logistical things they can do better. There's some, things that will make little tiny features here and there that will make the game better. But we know that they aced gameplay for the most part. Again, sorry about those people running touch pass. Touch pass is going to eventually be kind of watered down as to compared to where it was at the beginning of the game coming out. But I want to talk about this thing that Tubi released. Tubi is one of the best YouTubers out there in regards to EA College Football. He's not a guy who does a lot of those reaction things, or he does a lot of narrative driven stuff. He's about news and reports, and he got a really good report. We're going to go through that because I think talking about what this game could eventually be is really a cool thing. All right, so here we are with this post and Tubi Light's Instagram profile. It says bring back NCAA. Again, he's got a couple different names here, but Tubi Light's the guy on YouTube. You guys will know him and love him. And he states here the features EA is considering adding to CFB 26, according to the play tester email. Happy to share the new leak with y'all, but this time for College Football 26. I was sent screenshots from an EA playtester survey that was sent via email. I will not be sharing the screenshots due to confidentiality, but I'm confident the information is legit. I get sent random stuff all the time and only relay information to y'all that has legitimacy. So checking this out, these are some of these proposed ideas for 26, which will release in summer of 2025. So a couple things here. The first one here is for everybody who had the first thing everybody said about Road to Glory when it came out. Once they got this alert, the fact that they're not going to have high school Road to Glory in EA College Football 25. Now they're going to have it in 26, or at least they're thinking about it. Again, you guys remember how it worked there. What you would do is that you would have your team, and it would be, you could create your own high school, jerseys. You could create your high school name in the different states here. It was really cool to kind of do all of that. Now, whether or not that's going to be in 26, they're thinking about it. Again, it should be pretty easy. You think about that, you can adjust the schedule length. Again, what they've done with this game is so incredible. I can't imagine why something as small as this, and again, I think it's small for me. Whether or not it's going to be small for the devs, that's going to be a different story. But they had it in NCAA Football 2014. They have playoffs, or they had the college football playoff in a couple of Madden games for your Road to Glory. Having it in the next EA College Football 26 game will be awesome to be an addition there, just because it's just an ambiance thing. I want to see how my guy plays. I want to see how he does, blah, blah, blah. It's really cool to be able to do that. All right, next up is a trophy room. And for a trophy room, you see that what that would mean is that rivalry trophies, which there are a lot of them, conference championships, different awards for individual awards, national championships, all those different things, having a specific room you can go into. I know it's a little bit of, imagination there, but it is a cool thing to look at, being able to go in there and see kind of where everything's at. Oh, look at this trophy, look at that trophy. I got to fill out something over here. I got to fill out something over there, as opposed to, you can get the achievements with PlayStation or with Xbox. I think this would be an awesome addition to the game. Also, formation subs. Now, they do have packages. They have packages that you can have. Okay, I want to have the backup running back in. I want to have the number one receiver in the slot. Little things like that you can adjust to there. Although I know there actually is a position, slot wide receiver. You can already do that. But formation substitutions would be like, okay, on this play, I want the right tackle out. I want the right tackle two to be in. It's hard to do that in the game. They don't have that at this point. Having that in the game would be an awesome, awesome ability there. For certain special packages you might have, maybe there's a wildcat or this or that. There are lots of things that you can do in the game when it comes to those formation subs. I wouldn't even mind if they had like formation packages. Like, hey, put my speed. You can have your own package. I want my speed package in the game. I want my power package in the game. Something like that would be really, really cool to have. Again, formation subs is something that's been in other games before, even NCAA Football 2014. Whether or not it's going to be in 26, they're already talking about it. Okay, real coaches. So I want to make sure that I don't burst the bubble here. The reason why real coaches aren't in the game isn't because they're super negligent in terms of devs. They had some things they had to do. More than likely, it's a licensing issue. What I mean by that is that for the Madden to get in the game as a head coach, all you got to do is your players union or your coaches union will be the ones that they'll sign off whether or not you're going to be in it or not. You saw how Bill Belichick was never in those things. So they're going to be the ones that handle that. In college, there's no college coaches union. So they're all individual. So you have to sign 134. And if you do this by offensive and defensive and maybe special teams coordinator, we're talking about potentially 400 or 500 different coaches to all sign the same licensing agreement. Now, again, EA did yeoman's work with getting, all like 12,000 students to do this whole thing. 600 coaches may be a little bit easier, but think about this. If you're going to be in the game, if you're a coach, what are you going to get? $500, $1,000, $1,000 times 134 coaching positions times offensive and defensive coordinator. That's hundreds of $1,000 off of their bottom line. We'll see if they can do that. That one has, like I said, that's more logistical and licensing wise, as opposed to like, oh, we just didn't do it. That's the reason why that one kind of wasn't in the game. Storylines and presentation focused on player and road to glory, and deeper news story depth in Dynasty. So they did a really good job in this game for gameplay and just atmosphere of being at certain stadiums. They did a really, really great job. There's some logistical things and just some ambiance things. It's hard to feel connected to other players in a dynasty unless you play them directly, because it's so hard to access their information. Are they done that week? Who do they play this next week? Who have they played? How did the last game go? You have to find that information out as opposed to it being presented to you up front. Would help a lot with that immersion to get that handled, because right now it really removes the immersion when I have to go and press 18 different buttons to see what another user did on their dynasty game, or as opposed to just talking to them. You can see those sorts of things. I want to see that even from dynasty and from road to glory, more personalized things there from the storytelling perspective. Again, that's going to be a long thing there. There's lots of little intricacies they can put in there, but it does help with the immersion, because it breaks immersion every time. It takes forever to find something. Again, it's the Amazon thing here. You want as few clicks as possible to find the information that you're looking for, to get the service that you're looking for. Same thing with this in terms of button presses in the game. Talking about dynamic deal breakers in Dynasty. So dynamic deal breakers in terms of making sure they're like, okay, well, if this person commits to this, if this person commits to that, what kind of happens there? Are they going up and down according to different things here? Is somebody going to like certain things more? Or are they going to maybe potentially like something more or like something less as it kind of goes on? Can you convince them to like something less? Can you convince them to like something more? Maybe to hurt your rivals or help you, whatever it is. Those might be some cool things you can look at there. My favorite, though, is at the bottom there, the manual player progression in Dynasty. The reason why I'm so big on that is because I actually do like the aspect that the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator kind of work on their own things. They have their own careers. The RPG, the role that you play in this game is the head coach or the offensive coordinator or defense. You're a coach in this game, controlling your players. So when your players come in, one thing that I don't like is that you're not able to tell them what you want them to concentrate on. You should actually technically be able to do that with offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, but their careers are their careers. I think when a player comes to you and they're a really small offensive lineman, but they're fast and you want them to get a little bit stronger, I want you to concentrate on power. That totally makes sense. They're a really, really fast receiver. I want you to concentrate on catching traffic. That's important. I want you to concentrate on that to get you onto the field. That is something that makes it more realistic. Having manual player progression in Dynasty as opposed to the random, I think would really, really help out with making this feel a little bit more like the RPG, like that huge team that you can actually, as a head coach, you can kind of control everybody out there. It's a lot more realistic to have you be able to edit what people are improving on, what people are concentrating on, and so on. So EA College Football 25 is awesome, but we're already talking about 26. Some things they're talking about. Number one there, everybody's been talking about it, high school playoffs or high school season in Road to Glory. Also formation subs. I want my second right tackle in there, my third left guard in there, my backup defensive end on this pass down, whatever it is, you can do those sorts of things. More dynamic storytelling for Road to Glory and for Dynasty. And last but not least, manual player progression in Dynasty, giving you as that head coach the ability to tell people what you want them to improve on here or there. You guys get in the comments to let me know what are you most looking forward to with 26 and what else should they add to that list. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. And again, I'm sorry, like I said, we're still under construction. I know this has been here for a while. I probably need to actually use it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Remember to please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all that stuff. I really appreciate it. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys later. I am out.